When you put the iPhone 17 Pro Max and Xiaomi 17 Pro Max side by side, you immediately see two different philosophies playing out. Apple is leaning into refinement, integration, and consistency, while Xiaomi is going for bold innovation, massive specs, and pushing boundaries. The iPhone still brings a polished, cohesive experience with excellent longevity and ecosystem advantages. The Xiaomi, on paper, offers more oomph in nearly every spec category. Bigger battery, aggressive charging, secondary display, etc. But specs don't always tell the full story. So let's break it down across design, display, performance, cameras, battery, software features, and value, and see where each phone holds the edge. Design build is the first battleground. The iPhone 17 Pro Max swaps in an aluminum unibody and retains Apple's industrial polish. Its IP68 rating and new vapor chamber cooling are meant to balance durability and thermal control. On the other hand, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max goes full flex, glass front with Dragon Crystal Glass 3, aluminum frame, and a secondary LTPO AMOLED display on the back, 2.9 inches, for quick glance information or creative use. That back display is a wild move that sets Xiaomi apart as experimental. Apple's design is more conservative. You know what you're getting, and it's dependable. Xiaomi's is daring. For users who like novelty and flexibility, it's exciting. For those who want predictable durability, iPhone likely wins. Display is another heavy hitter. The iPhone sticks with a 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR OLED panel with ProMotion and pushes peak brightness to around 3000 nits. That's a serious upgrade in outdoor visibility. Apple also maintains a polished, color-accurate tuning that many professionals love. Xiaomi, however, packs a 6.9-inch LTPO AMOLED display with Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and claims up to 3500 nits peak brightness. Plus, that secondary back display mirrors many of the high-end features, 120Hz, HDR for notifications, framing, or glance tasks. In terms of raw numbers, Xiaomi pulls ahead in brightness and feature density. But the iPhone still benefits from tighter calibration and less aggressive overdrive that might preserve battery life in real usage. Performance and efficiency is where Apple has historically been strong. The iPhone 17 Pro Max uses the A19 Pro chip, with a 6-core GPU and a new vapor chamber to manage heat, delivering sustained performance across demanding tasks. Reports suggest Apple has improved sustained thermal handling significantly. Xiaomi counters with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 on a 3nm node, paired with up to 16GB RAM and blazing UFS 4.1 storage. The specs suggest Xiaomi might lead in synthetic benchmarks or multitasking-heavy loads, but Apple's vertical integration, hardware plus software, means real-world responsiveness and power efficiency may stay in favor of the iPhone. In practice, Xiaomi will likely excel in heavy multitasking, gaming, or raw throughput, while iPhone may feel more consistent and optimized across everyday tasks. Camera systems are always the emotional battleground for smartphone buyers. Apple is deploying a triple 48MP setup, wide plus ultra-wide plus telephoto, and has introduced an upgraded 4x optical zoom lens, plus advanced computational photography and video tools like ProRes RAW. The front-facing camera is also upgraded to 18MP with better stabilization and framing. Xiaomi pushes back with triple 50MP sensors, wide, ultra-wide telephoto, Leica tuning, a 5x periscope telephoto, and support for 8K HDR video and advanced formats. Xiaomi's advantage is in sheer flexibility, higher resolution, longer zoom potential, and generous video specs. But Apple still wins in filmic consistency, software optimizations, and the reliability of its camera pipelines. For creators who want it just works plus tons of format support, iPhone will appeal. For tinkerers wanting more manual control and higher ceilings, Xiaomi might win. Battery charging is a domain where Xiaomi aggressively pushes. The 17 Pro Max is rumored to include a 7500 bounded silicon carbon battery with 100 W wired charging, 50 W wireless, and reverse wireless capabilities. That's massive. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, while improving, still lags behind in battery capacity. Apple quotes very long video playback times, around 39 hours in some tests, and offers $40 wired charging, 50% in 20 minutes. But real-world battery life depends not just on capacity but efficiency and software power management. Xiaomi's larger capacity gives it a cushion, especially under heavy use. But iPhone might close the gap in light to moderate usage thanks to better efficiency. The trade-off. Xiaomi's fast charging is much more generous than Apple's if you care about recharging fast for travel, gaming breaks, etc. Xiaomi has the more aggressive solution. On software and ecosystem, Apple has a distinct advantage. iOS 26 with Apple Intelligence, tight integration with the Apple device family, and features like ProRes, advanced video workflows, and consistent updates make iPhone a compelling choice for those already invested. Xiaomi runs HyperOS 3 on Android 16, offering customization, flexibility, and features the Apple world doesn't. The back screen on Xiaomi, ecosystem tie-ins, and openness will appeal to power users who like to tweak and expand. But iPhone gets updates for many years, and the user experience is more streamlined for non-technical users. That counts a lot in a phone's lifetime. Value and positioning may be the decisive factor for many. The iPhone commands premium pricing, and part of what you pay for is the polish, support, and ecosystem lock-in. Xiaomi is offering more specs for less, more RAM, more battery, more novelty, at a lower cost, roughly around $720 in the data you shared. For users who want top-tier hardware for lower cost, Xiaomi is tempting, but the iPhone delivers stability, resale value, and a smoother, more predictable experience, which can be more valuable over time. So which one should you lean toward? If you're entrenched in Apple's ecosystem, rely on long software support, and want a phone that's consistent and dependable with fantastic camera output, the iPhone 17 Pro Max remains a safe, strong bet. If you're a spec junkie, want cutting-edge innovations, like the secondary display, and want maximum flexibility and power per dollar, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is an irresistible option. In many ways, they complement different philosophies. Xiaomi is the bold challenger, iPhone is the refined leader,